Hi, welcome back, and welcome to the new year. It is officially 2025. Today, I wanted to just do a little short clip on acknowledging the new year and talking about what your new year will look like for you. I saw one of my friends posted a word for the year. So she's just sharing what her word is for the year. And I never really have done that before. I've never really thought of it. And I just thought that was fantastic. And it made me really think about what this year meant for me. And it was more than just like, I want to lose weight. I want to eat healthier. I want to make more money. I feel like those are just common like New Year resolutions that everybody, a lot of people come up with. But this time I just really sat and just thought about it. And I just felt like, what does this year actually mean for me? And if there's one word that could describe this entire year ahead, what would that one word be? And it really just kind of took me, because I've always had New Year resolutions. I usually give up on them within the first month, and I'm not very good at keeping those. But I just love the idea of the word. So, anyways, I sat there and I thought about it, and two words immediately came to my mind, were just healing and letting go. And I just kind of sat there with it for a little bit, and I thought about it more, and I just thought, like, okay, what's one word that is just, this year is going to be all about? And that word was release. So for me, release is so many things. And some of my personal things that came up with my word release, and what I think 2025 is going to be bringing in my life, is just releasing so many toxic things in my life, and that's in a whole bunch of different ways. Releasing the toxins in my body physically, the things I take in, the food I'm taking in, the chemicals I'm taking in, and just doing like a detox. I just pictured, like, I've been having a lot of strong urges to want to get healthier. I feel like I've always wanted to lose weight. I've struggled with weight my entire life. I've always been up and down. I put on a bunch of weight. I can lose some. I'll put it back on. I've had a lot of challenges with weight. And I've always wanted to lose weight. You know, like, oh, I want to lose weight. I want to be fit. I want to be thin. I want to be whatever. But lately I've had a different draw. It's been a draw to be healthy, to thrive, to be full of energy, and to be fit in a different way. It's not a fit to look good. It's not a fit to be like to impress, to fit into my clothes. All these things I've always had. Now I've been feeling just as strong, wanting to just be full of energy, healthy, vibrant, thriving. Like, those are kind of what I've been drawn towards lately. So I just picture this big release and like detox this year. Also, I have been having my own struggles with my own childhood things. It's been an interesting few months. A few months ago, I have been having flashbacks of my childhood that I forgot about or put to the side, that I didn't want to face. And those have been starting to slowly show up. So I also feel like I've seen a few of these flashbacks. They've been very difficult, and I want to do a separate video on flashbacks, on childhood trauma, on PTSD, complex PTSD, all these things, because I feel like it's not just me. There's lots of people out there who struggle with these things, and I've been learning from it firsthand. And I feel like prior to all this, I've had little to no help understanding this. I thought PTSD was something for like war veterans. I didn't understand how it works. I didn't know that it could happen to me. I didn't realize like me not remembering like hardly any of my childhood was abnormal. And that doesn't mean if you don't remember your childhood, something bad happened, but it just, for me personally, I'm just starting to see a lot of links and correlations of why I've had struggles with what I do, why I have big gaps in my memory, and some other things. So that's going to be a whole nother video on its own. But I can tell this year is a year of releasing, of purging. I can feel it. Like I have all these traumas that need to be released and purged in my system. Like I said, I've had a few flashbacks, but I can tell and I can feel that there's a lot more that need to come up. So I feel like that's going to be cycling through. I also feel this like urge to purge other things, like bad habits, letting go of addictions. Shopping is one I want to let go of. Letting go of like poor money management. Letting go of guilt, like releasing guilt, releasing a lot of self-shame, and releasing items and materialism. I feel like a lot of people, especially in America, can probably relate with me in the materialistic world of wanting more and more and more, and you can't release stuff. It's hard to let go. It's you want to keep buying. You have this house full of stuff. I mean, I think we have like 6 buildings total at our home, between like garages and pole barns and our home and boathouse and guest house and what's it called, screen house, and all these things, and they're all full of stuff. Like I'm 30 years old and my property is already full of things, and it's overwhelming. I'm realizing like I'm working really, really hard to provide money. My husband and I both are working really hard. I'm literally in my ambulance right now. If you're wondering what this background is, I'm a travel nurse. I live in my ambulance when I'm on the road, so I have to work hard to be away from my I'm away from my family, which isn't easy. I have to work hard to bring in this paycheck, and what do I do with it? I spend it on stuff to fill his home, and then I come home and it's crippling and overwhelming because there's just stuff everywhere and it just doesn't end, and you can't clean it up because it's like you're just shifting stuff from one room to another, and you just feel like you never can accomplish anything. Your home is never clean. And like, granted, I have kids. I know I'm gonna have this phase in my life where I'm not gonna have a spotless house, but it's so cluttered. And when my house is cluttered, my head is cluttered, and it's overwhelming. So I just feel this purge to just start letting go of the need to have all these things, letting go of the need to keep buying more, letting go of this unnecessary spending, utilizing my finances in a better way, maybe spending more time at home. If I can become more financially free, I don't have to work as much, and really focusing on like what is really truly important to me. What do I truly want in life? What are my actual goals? And I do have big goals and big dreams that feel very, very far away and unattainable, but it is obtainable. I can do it. I have to take the steps to get there, and I feel like this year is a big step in that process. And for me, that's releasing all of these things that are holding me back, releasing all of the stuff that's not making me be the person I want to be. that's holding me back from being who I truly am. That's another thing, is releasing. I don't know what the right word would be, but I'm very afraid of being me because I'm very afraid of what people will think. I don't want to be rejected. I don't want to be weird. I think I like and I'm drawn to a lot of things that a lot of people wouldn't call normal. And just releasing that fear of being rejected, and instead accepting love, self-love, love for others, and just releasing all the things that are in the way of me fully being me and living my life to its full potential, living the life I was created for. So yes, I would love to hear what your guys' words are for this year. I think it's so inspiring to just have a word, and then I just encourage you guys, when you do have that word that comes to you and you feel like it is, go another step and just take, even if it's just 10 minutes, to just sit and think about that word and just like, what is that going to look like in your life this year? And I started doing audio journaling. I don't like writing. I feel like I'm not fast at writing. I get frustrated with writing, and so lately instead of writing and journaling, I've been audio recording myself and doing audio journals, and that helps me so much because I love talking out loud. I feel like when I talk out loud, I'm processing. And so I found doing audio journals, I can still journal and keep track of everything and process everything like I want to and need to, but yet I don't have to get frustrated with writing, and I actually do it because I actually like it. So I actually did like a 45-minute processing audio journaling with myself of what releasing in 2025 looks like to me. And it was so incredible. I got to see this whole other picture of myself and this truth that I've been kind of hiding from myself, and just I got to really break down and see like why I need to release these things, what I've been doing lately to prevent it. I realized that I have been self-distracting myself because I know I need to release all this stuff, but I know releasing is hard. It's not comfortable. It's very overwhelming. It's not easy to let go of these norms and comforts for you, even if they are hurting you, even if they're they're not helping you, they're hurting you, they're holding you back, even if it's really toxic and painful. It's still hard to let it go. It's hard to let go of what you know, what you're comfortable with, what has been your norm, and it's scary to start new. So I just realized like I've been distracting myself with either scrolling on the internet, obsessively researching something, planning the next vacation, planning the next family event, whatever it is. I hyper focus and hyper obsessively research and stay busy and keep my brain 100 miles an hour, because if I do, then all these feelings and thoughts don't come to me of the things I need to purge. So it was just a really big opening moment for me of like, wow, I really do have a lot I need to release, both like physically and mentally. Yeah, and in so many different ways. Even relationships that are toxic for you, friendships, romantic relationships, family, work dynamics. Like there's so many things people can release in relationships, in society, in their physical bodies. So that for me is what my year is all about. And I know that I can't build this new life that I was created for, that I'm drawn to, that is totally me, I can't live that life. I can't live my own life to its full potential if it's completely full of everything that's holding me back. So this is the year I need to purge, I need to release, so that once it is cleared, once it's cleaned up and everything's out of the way, I can finally lay my new foundation and build from the bottom up, like a solid, good, new foundation, and start that is healthy and that is me, that is good for my family, just so many things that, and better for society, everything, all this stuff. But I can't get there if my life is full of stuff that is holding me back. So yes, I would love to hear what your guys' word is for this year. I just think it's so inspiring to hear where everybody's at in their own personal journeys and what 2025 is going to look like for people around the world. Thanks.